The Dutch once ate their Prime Minister. So I made this video a few days ago. Did you know that Oliver Cromwell was actually executed after his death for regicide? And someone in the comments told me that that was nothing and that the Dutch had once eaten their Prime Minister. So naturally, of course, I did the research so that you don't have to, and here's the story. Calling Johan de Witt the Prime Minister of the Netherlands at this time is kind of inaccurate, but he was the political leader leading the country, and so just for ease of understanding, that's what we're going to call him. However, much of the population of the Netherlands at this time didn't really like him very much and weren't very happy that he was in charge. Instead, they would much rather have had William III of Orange in charge, who was kind of the closest thing that the Dutch had to a royal family at this point in time. Things got really heated in 1672, when Johan de Witt had been Prime Minister for 20 years, and a war had just broken out between England, France, some of Germany, and the Netherlands. The political background to this and the reasons behind it are again really complicated and involve an awful lot of history and politics, so we're not going to go into it. But basically, things were tense. Cornelius de Witt, Johan's brother, was arrested on suspicion of conspiracy against William III of Orange. He was imprisoned and tortured before being banished. Johan decided to step down from office at this point, which was probably a good move, but it wasn't enough for the populace. He went to visit his brother shortly before he left for banishment, and when he did, crowds gathered outside. This is where it goes really wrong. There seems to be some disagreement between sources about whether this happened actually inside the prison or when they came out of it, but either way, when the two brothers met the crowds, they were literally torn to pieces. And in some accounts, their livers were ripped out and eaten by those crowds. So that was the end of Johan de Witt and his brother, and that's the story of the time that the Dutch ate their Prime Minister.